Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I'm back with another Black Series review. You probably noticed that I changed my set around a little. I'm borrowing it from a friend.
What what are you doing in my house?
Oh, hey, movie fan.
Uh, Hi. What's happening right now?
So I'm doing a special video, and I'm borrowing your set.
Uh, how'd you get in here?
Little details, not important. So today we're doing a double Black Series review of Baylan Skoll and his apprentice Shin Hati.
Oh, they're from Ahsoka.
Yeah. We actually did a review of Ahsoka Season 1 on his channel, and we did a Black Series review of Ahsoka and Thrawn on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today I wanted to talk about Baylan and Shin. Do you want to do Baylan or Shin first?
I guess we'll start with Baylan.
Yeah, Master and then Apprentice. Okay, so this Baylan Skull figure is really cool, and it's based off of Season 1 of Ahsoka, when Ray Stevenson was still alive to play the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk a little about that a bit towards the end. But for right now, I love the detailing they got with this figure. Especially, I'm going to cover the face towards the end. But for right now, I just want to talk about the figure's detailing. Like how they got his outfit right. Here they have Baylan's boots, his, I guess, robes, right?
Yeah, I really like the detailing on his back.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
On his back, he does have a lot of great detailing there of how, like, you can see that the robes are more of like an armory, leathery kind of figure.
Yeah.
I love how they got the detailing on his shoulder pad, like armor things. Those are really cool. And there's little hints of blue that I really like because it looks like Baylan has hints of blue on his like chest and arms area in the show. So that's really cool. And then as you work your way up, there's just more blue line detailing, and that's all great. Around his chest, you have detailing on his belt, including a little hook where you could put Baylan's saber if you took the blade out. And then I'm gonna take his saber off to the side for the like talking about the. So okay. Yeah. So anyway, on Baylan's face, they have the photoreal tech, which is where they kind of scan the actors' faces and make the Black Series figure out of them.
It looks exactly
Yeah,
like
it
him.
looks just like
Yeah.
Ray Stevenson. The beard is cool. I do think the beard can look a little strange with its coloring at some points, but like it's still an amazing figure. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
Like when I do say Black Series review, I only say that because like I've said review for so long. When I talk about a Black Series, it's more of a let's talk. He can vouch for that.
That's understandable.
Yeah, like I always say that to him. I'm like, when I do reviews, they're not reviews really. But anyway, the face detailing on the figure is amazing. It looks just like Baylan. They even have detailing on his hair, and I like that. That's really cool, like across his entire face. On the back, they have all that detailing from earlier, and that's really cool. And then, yeah, it's a really cool figure. I like all the detailing they gave Baylan. There are some issues that I want to talk about, mainly towards the end. It's one big one that everyone online seems to talk about with this and the Shin figure. But before that, I want to talk about his lightsaber. So in Ahsoka, it's very much like they've said behind the scenes that their lightsabers were supposed to be lighter shades of red, but because of the lighting or something, it ended up looking orange.
Yeah, it does not look like a red lightsaber at any point in the show to me.
I think there are some when the background is darker, it looks red a little, mainly with Shin's.
Yeah.
But yes, that is something that I'm glad the figures actually did right, and the lightsabers actually look orange.
Yeah, they look cool.
Hang on, over here, yeah. For example, just so you can see, I have a red lightsaber here, for example, and then this is Baylan's lightsaber. It's really cool. And then something I love the fact that they made Baylan's hilt longer because Baylan is a tall actor and character. And then they made his blade longer than your average lightsaber blade, which is really cool.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
Yeah, that is a cool detailing. Like I said earlier, he has a little hook that you could... Oh, yeah. He has a little hook that you could then latch his saber onto his belt here. Which, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, and then the lightsaber fits into his hand really easily. You can even use both hands on the saber like I had earlier. But yeah, the Baylan figure they did a great job on. I really like that. And then real quick, I guess I'll cover his box because I always do. I really like that picture they picked for Baylan. It kind of captures his character in that Baylan's more of a calm villain who, if he needs to, he will fight, but he'd kind of rather not fight, especially another Jedi.
Yeah.
That's something I really liked about his character, and I like that the box captured that with his picture here. That's really cool.
Picture.
Yeah, it is. On the back, they have the same picture with a price tag covering up some of it, but yeah. And then a little details about Baylan. Can you read that? I can't really see through this thing.
Oh,
just like the top one here.
Set after the fall of the Empire, Ahsoka follows former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano as she investigates an emerging threat to the vulnerable galaxy. That's not about Baylan.
No, yeah, Baylan
is fascinating.
I like the color they picked for the Ahsoka wave. I know they're always using blue, but this is a really good blue for Ahsoka, so I give it a pass.
Yeah.
Baylan is number 9 in the Ahsoka wave. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the box. It's a really good box for the figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before I give my final thoughts on the Baylan, I want to talk about the Shin figure. Now, people online seem to have this point that the Shin Hati figure is too tall and her arms and legs are too long and it's just very inaccurate. But if you take an average-sized figure, for example, and hold them up next to each other, she's the same size as that figure, so it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. The only reason people make it out to be that bad is because the Baylan figure is the same size as an average figure, when Baylan is supposed to be this tall figure. But in reality, they basically messed up both figures by making them the same size, and that being the average size. So they could have made Shin a little smaller, but what they definitely needed to do was make Baylan taller.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, I just wanted to get that out of the way because everyone just critiques the Shin figure when it's not just the Shin figure's fault. Anyway, with the Shin Hati figure, I'm going to take her lightsaber out of the way. Okay. Real quick, they did also make hers orange, and I do like that. Hers is an average size saber and hilt, which I do like. But yeah, they made her saber accurate to how it looks in the show. They made its mold, and it's orange. But then on the Shin Hati figure, I love all the armor detail that they gave her. Like, for example, on her legs, you can see how her, like, what would you really call those, you think?
I don't actually know what those are called.
Well, the things she's wearing around her legs that, like, separate from her shoes, those are really cool. Her robes are awesome in how, like, they actually just, like, you can see the different sections of them and how they actually look like they split off from each other. On the sides here, she has, like, these, I guess that would be armor there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that attached to her belt here around her waist. That's really cool. On her arms, you can see, like, they have shoulder armor down to the wrist and the hand even. And that's really cool. It's on both sides. I do like that. On the back, she also has detailing, just like Baylan. Not as much, though.
Yeah.
And then when you look towards the figure, like just the face of the figure, they also have the photoreal tech, which I really like that. Before I got the figure, when I first saw it, I kind of thought the hair looked a little weird. But now that I actually own one of them, I do think it looks very accurate to the show. It just kind of looks weird in the photos they released before the figure came out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But like they even have her little Padawan braid off to the side. That's really good. It looks just like the actress. I actually forget her name.
Unfortunately, I do too.
Yeah. But it looks just like her. They did a great job on making this look like Shin Hati. And she also has one of the little lightsaber loops right here on the side of her figure, which that's pretty cool. And yeah. So I think this figure definitely gets more hate than it deserves. It's still an amazing Black Series figure.
Yeah, I think it looks really accurate. Like, yeah.
But yeah, like even on the legs, for example, you can see how they have straps going from this side of it to the other to make extra detailing, which I think is really cool. Where did I put? Oh, there's the lightsaber. Her lightsaber also fits into her hands very well, but unlike with Baylan, you can't do two hands on one blade.
Oh.
Which isn't as big a deal because Baylan usually does have hold his with one hand, but I mean, I think other characters tend to do one-handed at points.
Yeah, I don't remember Shin using two hands on her lightsaber that much in the show.
Yeah. So overall, I do. Oh wait, her box too. We forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got an amazing picture with Shin's to contrast with the Baylan one.
That is
because
a really cool
unlike
picture.
Baylan, Shin is more prone to acting in violence when it's a conflict. So I do really like how they have her holding her lightsaber, and if you, yep, this is number 10. So if we were to line them up right next to each other, they would. Oh wait, Baylan in front. They do go together like that, and you can see how they connect. It looks very good like this.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what the wall art design is for. I really like that. So that's really cool because Shin is number 10. And I just think that they did a great job with the box. Same as Baylan, I like the blue tealish coloring that they gave Ahsoka. And on the back, same picture, price tag sticker, same place, unfortunately. What does Shin say on the back? Maybe they actually talk about her.
No, it's the same thing. Never mind. It's the same
it's
thing
the
as before.
Yeah. Sin after the fall of the Empire. Okay, yeah, you're right.
That is fascinating.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Is that normal for Black Series?
No,
or
usually they'll talk about the character or at least some capacity.
That is so weird. Huh.
Yeah. Both of the boxes are really good. Here, you want to...
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So I think that Baylan and Shin, if not for the height thing, I would be giving both of these figures a 10 out of 10. So I'm going to give them both a 9 out of 10, which is actually rare because I almost always give figures 10 out of 10s. I don't even have that big an issue with the height thing. It's just I kind of feel like I have to take that into account.
Understandable.
Yeah. Like, if it wasn't for the height thing, I would be giving these both a 10 out of 10 because they're both extremely accurate and amazing action figures for your collection. The reason I brought Movie Fan on is because we're both very big fans of Star Wars, animated, live action, all of it. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to Season 2.
I am too. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Baylan and Shin get a bigger, role in the season. Even with Baylan being recast, which, by the way, I'm sure that the Hound is going to nail it because he's a great actor.
Yeah.
And I do think that it's very similar to other roles he's done before, but I think he will do an amazing job as Baylan. But, yeah, so I think both of these figures are very good. If not for that height thing, they'd both have a 10 out of 10.
I agree. They both look very, very accurate.
Yeah. But, yeah, with Ahsoka Season 2 coming, I know this is very early, but I did want to just talk about these two figures.
Yeah.
And I figured a collab would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done Crosshair and Cassian Andor. We did Han and Chewie. Then we did Ahsoka and Thrawn. And then the last one we did was Hondo and Kit Fisto.
I actually barely even remember doing that one, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, so I think both of these are amazing figures, and we're both very excited for Ahsoka Season 2. We are looking forward to whatever happens to these two characters, and I'm sure they'll make another Baylan figure, but I don't know if you really need it, really, as long as you have the one.
I guess it depends on how different he looks in Season 2.
He probably will look a little different. But yeah, anyway, both are amazing figures. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn and Movie Fan signing off. We look forward to our next encounter in our next video.